Hello, this is Tomaso. Benvenuti a questo episodio di Discorama. Welcome to my shop. Hi, my name is Tomaso. I'm 32 years old. I'm Italian. I was born in Milan and I've grown up close to Milan in a city called Monza, which is famous for Formula One. I've been living in Barcelona for the last 8 years and I'm the owner of Vinilos Viajeros. I'd like to tell something like an anecdote about like my early age. So I got influenced by music very soon. My mom says I start like kind of singing song before even talk. And I was born in 1992, so CDs were like in the 90s, CDs were very strong. Even though I sell records mainly nowadays, I grown up with CDs. And I remember that one of the first CDs I kind of felt I own was Gomma Lacca from Franco Battiato. And it's very funny because there is a song called Shock in My Town. And I did not really understand the lyrics and the music at all, but I loved it. It was this kind of new wave, apocalyptic music. And there was a moment in which Franco was screaming loudly the word mescalina. So can you imagine, like in this same carpet here, a 3-4-year-old baby screaming mescalina on Sunday morning at his parents' house, you know, it was very funny. Like, so this was probably my earliest musical influence. I really reflect what I sell in my shop, so I love music in every aspect of it, and when I play I try to mix different styles and genre, but at the same time I can be very on a slow range or a faster range. I spend like many hours of my life digging through any kind of music. I would say that nowadays I'm a lot into techno, electro, house, progressive house, some synth pop as well. And I have a secret passion for downtempo for sure, especially cosmic downtempo, trance, house with that ambient touch, with low tempo vibes. That's the kind of stuff that really makes me crazy, and I think the aspect or the what I enjoy most when I play is the evolution of things and how the evolution of the night affect myself in terms of emotion and how I feel. So affect my as well the record, the next record I will put, you know. So I always try to feel the crowd and to feel myself, and I try to follow that wave, you know. So this is the unpredictable aspect of the night, you know, while you play. That's the aspect I love more of DJing, you know. Firstly, I would like to say that this is something I say to many people that comes here. I call it shop, we call it shop, but I don't really know if that's a shop after more than 2 years running this, because I work appointment only. I can say I'm in Barcelona, close to Plaza España, but I don't really reveal the address until someone contact me. So I really like to keep this place as a quiet, cozy, private place where also intimate conversations and interactions occurs, because I meet many DJs and many travelers, that's why viajeros as well, from all over the world, and we interact as human beings. Like we're living in an era in which social media and technology has taken over our lives and our social and psychosocial life, you know. So I really like and I really enjoy this human interaction, the spontaneous human interaction that occurs here when a stranger or a friend or whoever comes here to find records, to look for records. It gets very special every time, you know. So I don't want to say that I run a shop. I think I deal record and I connect with people. It's funny because before starting this project, I was very delusional with DJing, especially, and with music. 3 years ago, I came back from a one-way trip ticket with backpack to Central America, and I was kind of lost. But as I felt lost, I also felt that I lose that fear of living in a city and, you know, earning good money and being in a good position and this kind of stuff. I was very open-minded. And so I joined a co-working full of very open-minded and nice people. And we started to do events, and I was cooking. You know, I was working in a botanical garden close to that place, and I was harvesting food, and I was cooking vegan food that I was harvesting from that place. And one day we had an open mic or something, and I had a look at our small market section, and I was like, man, I own 2,000 records and I'm not really playing lately, you know. I should start and make like movement in my life, you know, selling objects and you know, reinvest your money. And that opportunity completely changed my life, because I got back in the digging mood, you know. I always spent a lot of time digging, but I was very delusional. I came from a heartbroken situation, you know, so I was kind of lost, and I didn't have a direction, musically speaking. And I found myself with turntables, mixer, synthesizer, 2,000 record at home, and I wasn't really enjoying that. So I decided to put a couple of crates of records, cheap one, on sale. And I was kind of running a small shop, and I start to feel like, yeah, I'm doing that, you know, like that's real, you know. And that's how I started, and it's just 2 years and a half ago, more or less. So I started with 50 records from my collection, and then I started to reinvest the money I was making. And after 2 years, yeah, I'm here, you know. I have 5,000-6,000 records, and you know, I try to keep taking gems here every week. And it's hard to, you know, to have a bigger stock, or I don't even know if I want it. I like the kind of balance I found, you know. So yeah, where do I find the records? I wouldn't say the place specifically, you know, like these are my job secrets. But when you get to this point, you know, like you buy for yourself, and then you buy for the shop, and you interact with other DJs and diggers all the time. Like you start like also to have a responsibility. Like I want to provide good records, and I want to have better records for myself in my collection. And at the same time, like you break all the barrier. So you literally you find yourself having people coming to buy and say, "Oh, I brought you 30 records from my collection. Maybe you can we can do a swap, or you can buy them." You know. So at the end, records find me. So I can tell you where I am. If you write me and ask for an appointment, I can give you the address, and you can find me, and I will have records. But I can't really say how I find records. I find records everywhere. People bring them to me. I go out on a date, and I see a couple of records in a secondhand shop, and I'm like, hey, please, babe, wait, whatever, you know. So it's I have a magnetism for records. Maybe I would say that. I had several feedback about that, and some of them made me very proud and happy. But from my point of view, I would say that I think people come here because in a certain way, I offer an experience. First of all, I give you the possibility to dig into a real shop with a digger behind that try to get a good selection and that will be liked from a wide range of people and digger and DJs. And I give you the possibility to do it privately, and no one will come and bother you and dig in the same cubes you're looking for your Electro House 2005 bomb. Nobody will be there with you trying to get it before you. I feel that many people have different characters. I'm very active, I live adventure every time, so I like even the adrenaline of being in a shop and there are many people and you want to try to get the jam before the other guy that stands next to you. But many people they don't feel comfortable with that. So you give them the possibility to dig into a I think a solid collection and they can do it in complete privacy, in my studio and we have and also I think that the human interaction that creates here are the other special part. As I said before, we're losing the human touch, human interaction, that direct thing that makes us human beings, as we live constantly on social media and on the network. So I think that after one time they come and people feel good here, they want to come back. Because we speak about life as well, or how frustrating can be, push it in your job and maybe not succeed, or there are a lot of things going on here emotionally as well. So I think these are the two main reasons why people come here. And the third one may be that you have a place with no address, not in Google Maps, and someone told you, I found some good bomb there, but you must ask for the appointment, and I think DJs like this kind of stuff. Like DJs a bit, most of them, they are a bit like child superstar inside, so they want to feel like a superstar, they come here, they're just them, and they found this place because someone told them, I think people like this kind of game as well. So these are the three reasons why. In terms of records, music, I think that it depends by the profile. Diggers looks for jams, jams that they can play and jams that not many people has, So this is probably the first thing they're looking, but it depends, even if I do something like very specific with electronic music on appointment only, sometimes there are random people that come with their friends and their friends dig and they just go through randomly and they take a record, they like it and they buy it, So there are also spontaneous interactions in terms of selling. I can sell whatever here. Sometimes I sell rock records and I didn't expect that, There is a record, a couple of records from the same artist that I think they're very, very special. I used to wake up at night and refresh a page in order to buy this kind of record. More than 2 years ago. The artist is called Prince, or known as DJ Metatron as well. So this is like a cover, unique style. It was like he did 300 copies with all different covers. This is called DJ Metatron, and is the title is To the Sky, Giggling 18. Beautiful, this is so emotional, so good. And this is the first one I would say, and the other one from Prince, Mother Cave. Now it's got very, very expensive. This is a sealed copy. I won't even open that. I know this record from start to finish. It's very special, very special music. Then I choose a record that I think that anyone that loves electronic music should listen to, and this is Fisherman Friends, unique mix of EBM, house, synth pop, and experimental. It was done in 1989, very special year for music. And it's a bomb from start to finish. This record completely, like literally changed my life and opened my views on electronic music. Here we have the Death Row Records, Dr. Dre, Nothing But a G-Fang. I was once at a very famous club in town called Salapolo, and there was this group, there was this guy, a rapper with the orchestra, and they were doing a world tour, singing Dr. Dre music, especially from the album 2001, but some other classic from him. So I spent the night singing like a groupie, all the songs till Ain't Nothing But a G-Fangs, Get In, and I literally pushed people to get on stage, and I got on stage and I rapped all the song, and I felt like exactly like Eminem in 8 Mile. I was about to vomiting, you know. So I was like, I'm gonna puke or I'm gonna smash the fucking crowd, you know. And I did it. Yeah, it was probably best night of my life, probably, and that's funny because I have it sealed as well. It's more collector item, you know. Yeah, and the crazy thing is that I wanted to sell my ticket that night because I was like I probably smoked the joint and I was like, nah, I don't want to go alone and nobody's coming with me, 20 euros, you know, it's expensive, blah, you know, this kind of bullshit you tell yourself when you don't want to do something and you feel lazy. So I went to Salapolo alone, and hopefully I met a girl that was pregnant, and she was like, my boyfriend's ate hip hop, and fuck him, I came alone even though it's my 7th month, I'm on my 7th month, so I will have a baby soon, but I love Dr. Dre, I want to be here. And she took the videos, and they called me on stage, on backstage at the end, so I didn't see her, and hopefully like she got my number, I don't know how, and she sent me the video. But it was crazy because I had like 1 month after the concert where people were stopping me in Raval, were like, you're the guy that sing on Salapolo, you wanna rap in my album, my new album? And I was like, no bro, I love house music, you know. I'm not a rapper, that's a funny story, yeah.
Showing much flex when it's time to wreck a mic, pimping hoes and clocking a grip like my name was Dolomite. Yeah, and it don't quit. I think they in the mood for some motherfucking G.
This is a very hard answer, honestly. There are plenty of tracks I would play at 4 a.m. at a rave party. I choose one in particular, crazy record from Duck Robinson, you know, 1993, German trance techno, incredible, trippy, cosmic, very, very nice, very, very nice record. Perfect for a rave party and situation like that. That's another very, very hard answer to give. The first one that got in my mind that I played recently in a podcast I've made is this beautiful record from James Abiela, Utilities EP, and I would play maybe a Robophobia or I Am a Computer because they're such bombs, you know, and it's so good, like from 2005. But it sounds like it was made yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, romantic night. romantic night. I would say Walk On by Isaac Hayes. But in case it's a romantic night that you haven't met the girl before, it's the first date, or you want to have sex with her, you know. But in the case it's more like a love declaration, or it's romantic in that kind of way. This is a very special album, I think from 1983. From the Blue Nile. It's called A Walk Across the Rooftops, and the song that I would choose is Stay, which is literally like melts your eyes because it's so emotional, so sad in a certain way. Yeah, while cooking, both the record I have here, they can be good, but yeah, while cooking, I'll probably go for Weather Report, Black Market. I could have chosen any record from them till a certain point of their career, but this is like one of the most classic, you know, beautiful jazz funk, Joe Zawinul, you know, and Jaco Pastorius, you know, Wayne Shorter, Acuna, one of the best group ever existed. And like, yeah, if you want to have a nice dinner, like floating a bit in the atmosphere, that's the record I would listen to. Guilty pleasure. I don't know. It's kind of a strange question, no? Yeah, guilty pleasure. I think this record is very nighty and sexy and unique because it's a mix of pop and synth pop and you know, kind of also cinematic touch. It's very deep, very late night stuff, and the voice of Enzo Carella, it's special. This is a gem from Italy, Enzo Carella. The LP is called Sfinge, and it's a very special record, one of my favorite for sure.
Se potessi comprerei la vita in attico lassù, una vita di 3 stanze sulla Sfinge, e farei degli occhi i tuoi balconi aperti verso i miei, chissà se mai